Doing a review today of the Westminister's Reference Bible. This is a great Bible. This is one of my favorite King James Version Bibles here. Reason I like about this Bible here is the amount of references that's in this particular Bible here. This Bible here has 200,000 references. There's no other Bible that I know of that has that many references in it. So this is a great tool to have. And what it also does, it defines a lot of archaic words in the margin. So if people say, I don't like the King James because it's too hard to understand, I disagree with that statement there. So with this Bible here, it defines a lot of those archaic words here. So it gives the definition right in the margin to help you see what what they actually saying in the text here. So this is a great Bible here. It has a great layout, for example. The references on the inside column and outside column. So it has it on the sides rather than in the middle like a lot of reference Bible. I guess it gives them room to put more references in. And this has a 9.6 font. And the font is very easy to read here. So I'm just going to let you just show. Now, they do come in here, like I said, a large print here. Now, this is the large print edition here. This is a big Bible here. It only costs $7 more. This one retails for $90, and this one retails for $97. Now, I've had this Bible. I picked this Bible up in 2018, this calfskin version. It is held up well. This is one of the Bibles when I'm traveling. I like to take this Bible with me. It's an easy one, fits in my briefcase. I can take it with me on a book bag, and it's the perfect carry size. It's lightweight, easy to carry if you're getting on a plane. Perfect size Bible to carry with you. Does come with 4 satin ribbons. Got 2 for the Old Testament and then 2 red for the New Testament here. So let's just take a few features here so you can see actually what's in this Bible here. King James dedicated to the reader here. So what it does here, it's got like book titles here. Book titles is always at the beginning of the book. And then whatever other things has been mentioned in that chapter there, you can see it at the heading of the first actually book. So that lets you know what's actually in that chapter that you're reading here. So you get a good idea and a picture what you can find in that chapter there. That is pretty unique there. I hadn't seen that in another Bible myself personally. Let me just get a flip through the pages here and just show you a few of the features that's in this Bible here. Has here, like I said, it's got like the verses, like it says here, like the first, like the age of Sarah here, like verse chapter 23, and the purchase of the land for Sarah's burial. So it has subscriptions there, and it's got like also like the Hebrew words here. So if it's got a more literal translation, you can actually see that in the text there. And then it has here, when it has here like this here asterisk beside it, that lets you know that that's a archaic word here, and it has the actual meaning in the margin with the that you can see there. So if you're in the like I said, just look at the amount of that you can see here, references in that Bible there. And I'll just go here and show you just a few more features that's in this Bible here. And it says here, if you look at this here, you can see there. So I kind of flipped through it, and I just seen like every archaic word that is not easy to understand there, that it have those in the margin there. So you got here in Psalms 119, great peace have they that wish to love the law, and nothing shall offend them. Now that offend them means stumbling block here and has that asterisk there. If you go to the margin, the Hebrew, they shall have no stumbling block. Offend, call, what the word offend means, cause to stumble. So it brings out those archaic words there and gives you the meaning where basically you continue flowing and you can get a good understanding with scripture here. Even if you're not a fan of the King James Bible, I recommend you add this Bible to your library just for the references' sakes alone. And you should be familiar with it. It's a Bible that's basically been around for a long time, and that God has used this Bible here to make a difference in this world here. And so even if you prefer whether it's the Legacy Standard Bible or the ESV Bible, you still should have a King James in your library. Why I say that there is you may have a chance to minister to someone and that may be their translation of choice, because I know there's times when I've been in a church service, for example, and been asked to speak maybe at a funeral, and I actually quoted from the New American Standard. If I'm sitting in the church and everybody in that church that uses a King James version, they kind of take that as an offense. I remember one time, that was some years back, I was speaking in a service from the New American Standard, and I could sense in my experience the pushback against the translation that I was using. And someone brought that to my attention, a cousin of mine, after that service there, to let me know that I should have brought a King James to that church service, because people are not open to receive. Even though that may be your preferred translation, you have to be aware what others use, so you don't want to be a stumbling block of what something may be offense to them, which they shouldn't be. But just wait, you got to understand where people at and whether how they see the text and they see the Bible translations themselves. And so if you get a chance to minister, going to a church, always find out which translation Bible they use and try to use that translation when ministering to that group of people there. Look at a couple more things in the New Testament here. And it's got a verse in the, I'll go ahead and show you there. In Romans 13:13, which it said, let us walk honestly in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness. Now, those are two archaic words there. That word chambering means sensual, and then wanton living. So that there kind of like, and I've looked it up in Bible dictionaries, lexicons, and that's what it actually means there. So this is a good thing. This here takes the time. This got it mentioned in this Bible here, where it goes to the passage to let you see what it actually means there. So it takes some of the difficulty out of reading the King James if you're not familiar. I grew up in a church on the King James, so I don't have a problem with it, even though the Legacy Standard and the New American Standard are my preferred translation. I still read in the King James and the New King James, and it's always good to read in multiple translations. I highly recommend, so you get a good understanding what the text is saying, and it could bring out, the King James could bring out a point a little bit different. You say, you know what? I get it now that I'm reading it in this translation here. So after you spend time with it, it comes a lot easier to understand. So in this Bible here, it also has a real good concordance in the back. I love the layout. It's easy to read, the concordance, for example. This is the concordance here. 2-column concordance, good size print, very easy to read. It's got weights and measures also in the back. It has a list of proper names. And just on list of proper names, that actually covers several pages itself in pronunciations. And it's got about, I'm gonna say about 20 blank pages in the back, and I kind of got a little exposed to the water, so the pages in the back are a little bit crinkly on there, but it dried up well there. No problems with this in the Bible here, and it does have some real nice maps in the back. The colors are real vivid in these maps here, if you can see. Look at the blues. It is Smite Song. So like I said, this is a great Bible to have. Highly recommend it. And go to evangelicalbibles.com. Look up this Bible here. And add this Bible to your library. I'm really pleased with this Bible here, and I think it'll be an excellent Bible for every Christian to have in their library. And may you have a blessed day in the Lord.